I don't care if you're making minimum wage or $100,000 a year. If you have a job, regardless if you like it or not, be grateful for it. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy QV, and I'm back with another video, man. In today's topic, we're gonna talk about not taking things for granted, okay? Because in today's day and age, we tend to do that sometimes. And I'm here to remind you that you need to be grateful for what you got. The first thing I want to talk about is waking up in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, you should really be grateful for it, because there's 8 billion people in the world, right? Somebody out there in the world did not wake up this morning. Think about that. 8 billion people, somebody didn't wake up. They went to sleep one night, didn't wake up this morning. So you should really be grateful for that, okay? Sometimes we tend to forget how precious life is. We only get one life. Every day is another opportunity to get 1% better, another opportunity to learn something new, and pretty much enjoy life to the best of your abilities. Number 2, you should always be grateful for your housing, okay? What I mean by that is, if you have a roof over your head, okay? You have a wall with 4 corners, 4 walls surrounding you in a room, be thankful. Don't take that for granted, okay? I've been fortunate enough to live on both coasts for my schooling for acting, out in California, out in New York, and I've seen the homeless people firsthand, and it's ridiculous, okay? We don't know what they go through during these 4 seasons that we have, especially in New York. Okay, it gets hard out there. If you got a roof over your head and heat or some type of installation, do not complain about how small your house is, okay? Or one and more. Even if you're in a bad neighborhood, at least you got a house to come home to. Or apartment, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a 1 bedroom. I don't care if it's 10 bedrooms and you want 11. Be grateful for what you have when it comes to the house. If you got a roof over your head, you're winning. Trust me. The next thing you should never take for granted is being able to have food in your stomach, regardless of what time of the day it is. What I mean by that is, there's a lot of people in the world that don't know when or where the next meal will be. Okay? I don't care if you're surviving off of ramen noodles, cereal, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, at least you got food to eat. If you're eating that 3 times a day to survive, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're eating. There's people out there in the world, a huge population of this world today, are going to sleep, waking up, and don't know when their next meal is gonna be. They're going days, sometimes even weeks without any food. And it piggybacks on my last point, okay? Not only you have a roof over your head, but if you're still having a meal, if you have something to eat by the time you close your eyes and go to sleep at night, you're winning. Do not take that for granted. Now this next one is a big one. Okay? You should never take your job for granted. Now, I know there are a lot of us watching this video, including myself, when I play it back. We don't like our jobs that we're in right now. Okay? That's normal. Completely fine. If you're trying to escape that rat race, which I made a video on, you should check it out when you get a chance. But never take a job for granted, because there's a lot of people in the world that do not have a job. Okay? There's a lot of people in the world that want that same position that you're in right now. They want to get up in the morning and go to work and be able to provide for their family, take care of the household, but they can't do that. You know, whether they have something on their record, whether they don't meet the certain requirements, whatever the case may be, there is a lot of people in the world that don't have a job to take care of themselves, and they're depending on maybe some type of government funding or unemployment, and that's not cutting it. That's not cutting it, especially in today's economy. It's not cutting it. If you have a job, I don't care if you're making minimum wage or $100,000 a year. If you have a job, regardless if you like it or not, be grateful for it. Be grateful for it. Don't take that for granted. And last but definitely not least, you should never take your friends or family for granted. Okay? Now, whether you have close family or close friends, there's someone that you're close with in your inner circle, you should never take them for granted. Why? Because life is so short, okay? One day we're here, the next minute, we're gone. Just like that, all right? Now, for our loved ones, sometimes we may bump heads, we may come down to certain disagreements, Sometimes we may fight physically, verbally, and we may be mad at each other for a certain period of time. But I'm here to tell you that it's not that deep, okay? If y'all mad at each other, get over it, talk it out, okay? Because you never know when that last moment is gonna be. You don't want to end it off on a bad note, on a bad foot. Because you're gonna be regretting it. You're gonna be regretting the certain things that you said to this person, or certain things that happened that shouldn't have happened, and it's gonna be a very depressing moment for you and the other person if you're on the other side of the double-edged sword. So never take your friends or family for granted, okay? Life is too short. Now, with that being said, those are the few things in life that you should never take for granted. I just want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll be back again with some more gems for y'all. And always remember, keep going. Achieving greatness awaits. I'm out.